and today we have a discussion about man-made disasters with reference to the situation in Middle East, and the conditions are very deplorable, and we don't know what's going to be the future. And therefore, I thought it will be pertinent to have a discussion on this particular topic. I hope you all will listen and give your valuable comments on this. So I see, ever since man came onto the earth, since time immemorial, we have seen there is a conflict between man and the nature. Nature, of course, depends on the geographical conditions, on the temperature, and on the pressure, volume, and all these things we know as far as geography is concerned. But the thing is that we cannot avoid natural disasters. Only we can protect or take preventive measures for that to just save our lives. But altogether we cannot. See, we say, for example, the earthquake, say, for example, floods. So these are beyond our control. But destruction through wars, destructions through terrorism, these can be completely eliminated. Now, there are so many factors for man-made disasters. Number one is, the status and the power and the ego. Ego plays a very important role. I am the superior of we have seen as far as, Adolf Hitler, then Mussolini, we have seen all these dictators who had completely ruined in terms of, World War I, World War II. We have seen how the countries became two groups, and the formation of non-aligned treaty, NATO. All these things, have completely made. We have seen how America just, affected Japan by its dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The little boy and fat man. Still, we all read in histories when Japan ventured in the Pearl Harbor, and the ego and the prestige of Americans were completely affected. Immediately they thought it pertinent to drop a bomb, and we have seen how that affected the Japan for years to come. Therefore, these are all can be prevented. So the thing is that, you see, there are so many things taking place in a world where, we have different religions. So we have seen feudalism in the olden times, feudalism attached with religion. And we have seen even every religion has got different sects. Every religion has got different groups. And inside the intra-religion, we can call, there are groups, there are conflicts, there are value orientations, differences of opinions. And all these things, we have seen some countries, their motto is only destruction. I need not name the countries, but there are countries, they're early in the morning when they wake up, they have to meddle with the, peace and tranquility of the other countries by involving into terrorism, by involving into lot of atrocities and, whatever it is. So therefore, the world has been divided into different groups. And as a result of this, nobody thinks about development, nobody thinks about helping. It is only our country that thinks about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And wherever, there is even in Turkey, which is our enemy also, there was earthquake, India was first to respond. And similarly, we have seen in Afghanistan, even though it's a Muslim country and not conforming to our religion, we have gone there, we have did some, we are still doing that work. And not only that, you see, during Corona time, we were the ones to distribute the vaccines. We have devised, we have given to countries like Africa, East Africa, the under even Pakistan also. So I think the spirit of living together and working together through cooperation, coordination is very, very important. But it is very unfortunate that we have got a few countries only, to name a few, who generally believe in this. So this completely affects the process, and we have seen now a small spark from the Americans of the personal ego of destroying Iran. I don't know. I'm not going into the geopolitics, and I'm not interested into that. See how much it has affected. There are differences of religions, Shias, Sunnis. Shia doesn't like Sunnis, Sunni doesn't like Shias, and groups of Shias bombing the Sunnis, and similarly, the religious factions of Christianity, Jewish, all these things have completely made the world unsafe now. And if you just see that if the temper goes up, we can see now that after a few days of time, the entire Middle East will be destroyed, and that means we have to start back. You see now, the Arabian countries, mostly they depend on the saline water. All this water is treated in a water treatment plant. And nearly 80% of most of the countries, except Iran and few other countries where they have the resources. So now if they are affected, this completely, jeopardizes their effect. Now, if the saline plantations are destroyed, they will not have water. Now itself, with the advent of this particular war, with the destruction of oil fields, we have seen that the Middle East has gone 20 years back now. Now it is 20 years behind with the particular, of this war. How many oil fields have been, how the gas now, the prices of gas is going up. The prices of oil is sooner or later going to increase now. So all these things, doesn't augur well. This is nothing but man-made disaster. We have created, God has given us life, God has given us all the resources to enjoy, to distribute, to live peacefully, to share, to care. And what we are doing it? We are destroying each other by throwing the missiles and bombs. So as a result of this, you see what happens now because of this, and suppose there is a threat of nuclear war also. And if that happens, the radioactivity is completely going to ruin the entire Middle East. It will not only affect that, it will slowly spread to Africa, it may spread into Asia also. So this will again put a lot of problems for every country. But now, peaceful living is a forgotten conclusion now. Nobody wants peace. Everybody wants prestige. Everybody is status oriented. All are interested, to see that I am the most powerful person. I have power. I am superior to others. I must command. I must. As a result of this, world has become very, very weak, and the mentality. And it is not that we are going to teach. All these are qualified people, particularly the Western people, even the Americans. We are all educated, but our civic sense has gone down to the lowest point. We don't think in a positive way. We don't think, how to create. And how to create and how to destroy, there is a difference. Destruction is such a thing which again will take a lot of years to create it. And one matchstick on the oil, gas or pipeline, whatever it is, completely is going to ruin the entire Middle East. So with this scenario, we can see that people are getting affected, they are becoming homeless now, and people are leaving the job. The market has been affected. We are seeing, now All these things, all the vehicles are now standing here, waiting in queue for filling up the petrol. This was not the situation about 1 month before. Now you can see, I'll just show you how this is. See, there's a petrol bunk there, you can see. There is no petrol. But one time, this petrol bunk is one of the most active 24-hour service. You can see here now, here, see, all these are waiting in queue. You can see here. And these cars are waiting to take a U-turn and come and join in the queue. So this is the state of affairs. And now, as a result of this, what is going to happen? The destruction that has taken place is a long-term destruction, and it will affect the countries, not only the countries, the humanity as such. As a result of this, it is the people who suffer. The people who suffer and the people who will be completely facing all the brutality of the man-made disaster. So nobody has civic sense. We are all educated, we are all having our degrees and all, we are all have qualified, but our culture is so weak. Even though we are culturally strong, we still believe we are in the 21st century, we still believe in religious factionism, and we feel that one religion is superior to other. So we have right to destroy. And what is this terrorism? Putting off, all kind of arsenals and everything, killing people, innocent people. And similarly, now destruction of, now the present scenario in Middle East, you can see, oil fields have completely been destroyed. And if the better sense is now, if the people don't have common understanding and common feeling, you will see that very soon or later, the Middle East will be entirely wiped out of the map. So this is the present situation. So as a result of this, we are all facing problems. So man-made disasters is our own creation, and the losses of man-made disasters are more compared to the natural disasters. Natural disasters come in frequency sometimes. But man-made disasters is a 24/7 affairs. We can see here, every country in the world, wherever you see there is a war going on between. We have seen that some kind of disturbance between the man's, ego, the man's power. As a result of this, you will find bombing of different countries, attacking the nuclear plants, attacking the buildings we have constructed. You see, now we have seen in countries like Israel and all, lot of buildings have been completely put onto the ground. Same is the case with Iran. Same is the case with Dubai. We have seen how this has affected. And the main thing, the nucleus of all this thing is oil. And if oil prices go up, the economy of the entire world will come down. And all the countries may not be affected, but still, if we if the countries will be wiped out, what is there to live on this earth? We should have people around us to have our good relations. And I think these are all the important things, that I wanted to stress and discuss with you. And in our next video live, I'll be discussing more about these things. I hope you all agree with me regarding this video, and thank you so much.